Hi, so in this video I'm going to tell you how much YouTube may pay a small creator like myself with under 5,000 subscribers in the first 12 months of being monetized in the finance space on YouTube. I'll be showing you my analytics for the last 12 months and breaking down how much I made each month along with the views. Now this video is not meant in any way to be a brag, but more of a means to inspire, as it's videos like these that got me started on my journey. So I'm hoping it inspires some of you to make the same journey, or if you've already started, perhaps show you where you may be after 12 months of being monetized, because some days it does feel like it's going nowhere, but trust me, by chipping away you are still getting there. I have always watched these types of videos by other creators to inspire me, and this is also part of my journey of being transparent to my audience. And as a forewarning, the income actually goes down as the year has gone on, so it's definitely more about transparency than it is about bragging. I'm also hoping to come back to this at the end of the year and see how 2022 compares overall against 2021, so in the future I can look back over time. But trust me, if you are on the YouTube journey, it won't happen overnight, but if you keep chipping away over the years by staying consistent and having a little bit of luck on your side, then anyone can make this possible. Or so I've been told anyway. So that's why I'm still chipping away. So I wish everyone else who is on the same journey all the encouragement, luck and success, because there is no reason why we all can't succeed. So if you're new here, then my name's Ollie, and on this channel we talk about all things related to personal finance and investing. If you enjoy this video, then let us know by liking and commenting down below, and perhaps I'll do one for the entirety of the year when we get to the end of 2022. Also, if you enjoy videos about personal finance and investing, then please consider subscribing, as I upload new content every week. For those of you who want to jump ahead and just know how much I made, then the timestamps are in the description below. But I recommend you stay around, as there's lots of interesting, educational and inspiring info in this video. Now you may be thinking, why is this guy doing this video now, whereas everyone else does this at the end of the year? Well, there is actually a reason for that, and that's because I first got paid ad revenue on the 18th of February 2021. Alleluia. So a year from this would be the 18th of February 2022. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with the YouTube ad revenue process and are considering doing this in the future, you can't just show adverts from the second you make a channel. Firstly, you need to reach 1,000 subscribers and have 4,000 hours of watch time in the last year before you become eligible for monetization, which means you can put adverts on your videos. When you're monetized, advertisers bid to place adverts on your YouTube videos, and different styles of content make different amounts of money. For example, finance videos may make more money than, say, kids' toys videos, because videos about kids' toys are likely to be watched by children who have very little disposable income, but finance videos are likely to be watched by adults, and for example, credit card companies and banks are willing to pay a lot to feature on these videos. Also, depending on where your viewers come from, this can also affect the amount you get paid. And so the majority of my viewers are actually from the UK and the US, and also the time of the year can affect how much you get paid, because in many niches, advertisers will spend more money on the lead up to Thanksgiving and Christmas due to the increased competition for bidding on adverts. But apparently this doesn't apply to the finance niche, where December normally sees a dip. Now, interestingly, from watching some other very large YouTubers who are in the finance space, they are saying they are starting to see reduced returns on their ad revenue, which could be down to a number of things. Firstly, this could be potentially down to less people in the stock market, as in 2020 a lot of people were stuck at home, and with no sports on the TV or in real life, many people who used to gamble decided to instead dabble in the stock market, and many of those have now exited, potentially after losing money, or people are just spending less time inside. Also, many companies are starting to see reduced returns due to inflation. Because of inflation, the consumer is being hit the hardest. When the consumer is hit the hardest, they have less to spend. And when they have less to spend, companies get less money. And when companies get less money, they spend less on advertising. And less on advertising means less competition for bids on YouTube ads. And so there is less money passed to the creator. So if we get stuck into the analytics, so for those of you who don't create videos on YouTube, your views go up and down every day. And while I'd hoped my views would be going up consistently over time, they are currently kind of flat, hovering around 500 a day-ish, but I get the odd peak. So at the highest point, I reached 1,168 views in a day back in May. and there was another peak in October where I got 1,061. So in total, for the 365 days I was monetized, I gained 227,500 views with 18,500 hours of watch time, and I gained 3,100 subscribers, which is just mind-blowing. Now, weirdly, there was an Andre Jick video at the end of 21, and I think he said his views were kind of correlated with Bitcoin doing well. And if we look here at the Bitcoin price graph on CoinMarketCap, the peaks and dips are generally in the same places, but with less extreme peaks and dips on my revenue. So I have the same peaks going up from February into May, then it subsided. Now, I don't reflect the September increase, but in October I did. Then it went down afterwards with a little boost at the end of the year and a little boost at the start of 2022. But there are obviously other things affecting my views, like the amount of people making content in the same niches. I think when I started making content about eToro, there was only a few people making content about it. Now there's loads, so there's definitely more competition in this space. So I expect this, along with people leaving the stock market and spending less time inside, is why my views have stayed consistent rather than going up throughout the year. But hopefully over time this will progress. This is why it's always so important to like, comment and subscribe on my videos if you haven't already. The money you make also goes up and down every day due to the number of views you get changing every day, and also due to the amount that advertisers are bidding at that point in time. Also, subscribers don't actually amount to any difference in the money you make directly. Subscribing will mean a person is more likely to see your content and therefore increase your views and so forth, increasing your revenue. And as far as I understand, YouTubers only get paid if a viewer watches the whole ad, or at least 30 seconds if it's longer. So skipping an ad means I won't get paid, but I don't really blame you if you do, because I skip ads all the time. So if we go to the revenue tab, you'll see a couple of figures here, CPM and RPM. So CPM is cost per meal and represents how much money advertisers are spending to show ads on YouTube per 1,000 views, and RPM is revenue per meal and represents how much money I've earned per 1,000 views. So the total I made for the last 365 days, drum roll please, was £4,500 and 52 pence, which I couldn't be happier about. For those who work in dollars, this is roughly around $6,100-ish. So I really want to thank each and every one of you for watching and liking my videos and subscribing to my channel, because without you guys, this channel would be nothing. So thank you so much. Now, the weirdest thing is that I actually told one of my friends a month or two ago that I suspect I'll make about 4,500 off ad revenue, and I couldn't have actually come closer for a random guess. I didn't actually calculate my guess at the time and just rounded a number, but it turns out it was pretty much right. So maybe if I predict now I'm going to make $1 million there in the next year, then it will come true. No, I'm only joking. We can only dream. Now, something to consider is this figure is pre-taxed. So after this figure, YouTube will automatically take a cut for America's tax before it gets paid to me. Then I will also get taxed again by my local tax office, as I'll have to declare this income. So what I get is realistically a lot less once I've paid my tax bill. Now, to extend this even further, if I drill into the graph, you can see each video makes varying amounts on different days, with some videos over the course of the year making a crazy £1,240, and some others over the course of the year making less than a fiver. So it really is down to the luck of the YouTube algorithm and how well some of your videos perform. So if you haven't already liked, subscribed, you know the drill. I really need to learn to wink better. Now, if we look at this graph here, the highest I got in a single day was £41.10, which is also the day where I had 1,250 views. Followed by my second highest day where I got £39.70, where I had 1,150 views. Also, things that I think may have made me peak at the odd point is being listed first or very high up on Google search results. Again, this is down to the Google algorithm gods on how they decide that your content should be listed first. But if you list first, this can really give your views a boost. I think there was one night the other week and one of my videos just started getting tons of hits for about 4 hours. And then it just drops off, and I was trying to work out why. And I went on Google and it was listed as like the first or second video under a specific search term. So I think it was down to that, because it said most of the views were coming from external. Now, one other graph which is quite interesting is the variation of income over the year. with May being the best month, bringing in a total of £677.54, and then October coming in with just over £500. Obviously this correlates with what I mentioned earlier, where my highest earning days with the highest amounts of views were also in May. I'm not going to lie, when I started getting monetized, it did just keep going up, and I honestly thought I'd be able to do this full time within the next year if it kept going the way it was. So I'm kind of glad it didn't keep going up, because it was a nice awakening to how much it can vary and how the income is totally controlled by YouTube. So I would like to see more consistency and a lot more money from other income streams before I consider quitting my day job, as £4,500 in a year is definitely not a livable wage, or not in the UK where I live anyway. Also, looking at other finance YouTubers, their monthly revenue also seemed to dip around the same time as mine. So it wasn't anything that I've done in particular, but rather everyone else was in the same boat. But looking at this graph, I would say most months generally come in around the £300 mark. And if you took the average of my yearly income of £4,500, it would equate to £375 a month. So it's definitely not a livable wage, but it's amazing either way, as it's money I never had before, and I'm definitely grateful for it. Now, while I want to inspire people who are thinking of setting up a YouTube channel, I also want to forewarn you, this honestly takes a lot of time and dedication, with hours and hours going into researching, scripting, recording and editing every video. With many nights of the week, I'm doing this when I finish work until 9-10 p.m. and often giving up meeting friends on the weekend. Now, I don't want to put anyone off, but if you are considering starting a YouTube channel, I suggest you should do it potentially only for the love of educating and helping others rather than the money, because I actually had this channel many years before it got monetized. And the lack of monetization was partly due to the lack of commitment and also lack of general direction of the channel. But if you're committed, there is no reason why you won't get monetized, and YouTube is also hugely rewarding. And I've really seen that over the past year from some of the comments I've received from people under my videos. And like I say, I always read every single one of them, and I try to respond to as many as possible. Now, this income just covers what I made on YouTube ad revenue. I've noticed some YouTubers seem to brush over their affiliate income, which I find strange, but hey ho. So I also get paid money through affiliate marketing, where people sign up using the links in the description below the video. Help a brother out if you want. And I think last year, with all of them combined, I made roughly $3,800, which was over the course of the year. So if I did that at today's exchange rate, it would be roughly £2,800. But this was paid over the course of the year, where the exchange rate would have varied. Again, this is pre-tax. Now, the thing with affiliates is that many months I make nothing on this, and other months I make maybe $200 or $500, so it's very hit and miss. But thank you to everyone who's signed up using these links. And in addition to this, on the odd occasion, I have had a couple of very generous people who have bought me a coffee, which is a way to donate the price of a coffee as a way of saying thank you. So thank you to these people who did this. As I mentioned in my yearly update, I have yet to do any sponsorships, but if anyone fancies sponsoring one of my videos, then please give me a shout. So in total, for the first 12 months of being monetized on YouTube, I made roughly around £7,300. And if you want to know what I spend it on, saving for my Lamborghini and private island, of course. No, I'm joking. I actually reinvest nearly every penny either in the stock market or towards this channel with equipment if I need it, with the aim to one day buy a house and also do this channel full time. So that's it for this video. I hope this video has inspired you in some way. Let us know whether you have a YouTube channel, and if so, let us know your channel name in the comments below. And if you want to share with us how much you made in the past year, also put that down, but you don't have to do that. Or if you're planning to start a YouTube channel, let us know what you're going to talk about. It would be great to see how well you will do over the coming years. Also, if you've got any requests for content you would like to see me make, then let me know in the comments also. I appreciate all the feedback and love reading all your comments. Also, if you got any value from this video and haven't already, then please smash the like button, as it really helps support the channel massively. And if you want to learn more about personal finance or investing, then please subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss out on any future updates. It's been Ollie from Get Geek Finance. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.